Hello, everyone. I'm Ffxiv, and I had just watched the No Clip documentary and watched some other 1.0 content as well, the 1.0 trailer. And I'm kind of surprised that nobody has recommended me to watch this yet, because this is the final moments of Eorzea, the shutdown of 1.0. I'm assuming. I clicked on the video because popped up in my recommendeds, and then in the recommended videos below this one there's an Asmongold reaction to it. So obviously people have seen it before or asked other people to react to it. I kind of want to see what this is. It is 27 minutes long. I'll probably skip around just a little bit just to see what's in it. Um, but yeah, I kind of want to see what the original game looked like, because this is probably one of the best looks one of the best looks I'm going to be able to get. Uh, that was really slow. It's like next level quiet. The audio is terrible. What is this? Better. This is... Ooh. Oh, wow. There's a lot of hitching and flickering and... Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta go back. I gotta point this out. Let's look at this real quick. So, as he's running across here, there's a lot of hitching and flickering and stuff like that. That if you look at like um the trees and the bushes and stuff, and then if you look at the textures, you can see the draw line of where the LODs are getting popped in. I'll see if I can point that out here real quick. It's kind of crazy to look at. Okay, so there was a little flicker there of the. You can see the pop in where it's swapping models throughout the whole zone. You can see it swapping models. Watch. Okay, so this tree right here, you could see it very clearly on this tree in the back as he walked in. So I'm gonna go back one more time, 5 seconds. We'll watch this here. Boom, there's flicker. Watch the tree here. You can see right here on the side. See that changing as he's going across? The whole thing's like that. Everything in the back here, you can see it popping in everywhere. There's another flick. There's flickering every... Oh my god. This is bad. The armor looks incredible, though. Like, this is really well made. Oh shit. Is that music like something that they put in the video after the edit, or... What is this combat? Wait. Okay, I can't watch. That's so bad. It's like this weird turn-based system built... I don't know. Oof. Anyways, that music, like I was talking about, is that like actually going on in the game? I'm wondering, like, that has to be going on in the game, right? Um, I'm gonna skip past the combat because I have less than zero interest in that. There is just hitching everywhere. This is why not jumping is bad. Oh, the flickering in this on all of... See it there? I don't understand how they could possibly put this out. Yeah, the flickering's everywhere. Like, it's really noticeable there. I don't know what they're doing. I can't even explain what's causing that offhand. Like, I'm trying to think of what would cause that, but I don't know what engine they're using. It's probably their own. I have no idea. I'm trying to think of, like, explanations for it, but there just isn't any. Yeah, there's just no excuse for that. And it's so distracting. Like, I can't get past it. Oh, he gets with other people here. Oh, wow. This is, like, worse than EverQuest. Combat-wise. Like, that's way... That's, like, worse. Like I said, that's worse than EverQuest, like, combat. I would rather play EverQuest. I can kind of get the appeal of this. Like, it's weird. Like, you could make a game, an MMO, tab target, sort of, that was kind of turn-based, but kind of not. There's no auto attack. You don't necessarily need auto attack, but it could be more strategic than reactionary, right? So, like, if you look at World of Warcraft the way it is now, Final Fantasy and the super high-end content like Ultimates and Savages, stuff like that, those are, like, really reactionary to where you have to be... Basically, you ingrain the DPS rotation or your healing or whatever into your muscle memory so you can do that without focusing on it most of the time, and then focus on what the boss is doing instead. This would be much more strategic, where you could see the boss is like, oh, the boss is going to do this. I have this, this, and this button that I can push right now, and then dodge or do whatever, counter that ability. And it would be more slow-paced. It could be really fun, to be honest, but this just looks awful. I'm going to turn it down a bit, and I'm glad that's not like this, because this is so boring as far as, like, I couldn't imagine in today's, like, in today's video games, a game like this coming out, because it would not, like, your game can sell okay, but it's not going to maintain sales if it's not streamable, right? It has to be, like, streamable. It has to be marketable as far as, like, content creation wise goes. And if it's not, then your game is just slowly going to fade away. You see a lot of these MMOs that are, like, or a lot of games in general that are really good, but they aren't streamable, and people don't like to watch them, so streamers don't play it. The people that watch those streamers don't play it because they want to play the game that their streamer is playing. And this is just not it. It wouldn't sell well. Like, it would sell well, but it's not going to sell, like, big numbers because it's not watchable. Let's look at this. Yeah, and it is kind of sad in a way that games have to be marketable, as far as, like, has to be good gameplay and fun to watch. If you want the game to be really big. Is that the thing from the cinematic? I think it is, right? Oh, he gets a better view here. What's this? Where is this? Oh, that's Limsa Lamensa. That's actually cool. This is kind of a cool view. This isn't a view that you would get in game today, I don't think. Ah, okay. Yeah, that has to be what that is, right? because I do know they ended it. So, interesting story. Quick story time. I was lied to by I was lied to by somebody who played Final Fantasy, or at least they said they did. They said they played 1.0. I might make this a video on its own. But I was lied to by somebody who played or said they played 1.0. And they said that there was this huge event when 1.0 was shut down. And by the way, this was years ago when I was told this. It was before I had done any gameplay as far as like Final Fantasy goes. It's part of the reason why I picked it up for the first time, though. And I didn't do any research on this, so I believed it for about a year and a half, 2 years before I figured out that the guy was just lying. He was blowing smoke. So what he told me is that during this 1.0 like shutdown, there was one player that was so strong, or what they did is they brought back Bahamut as a boss, right? And it's like this boss that was like as big as the world, and he was flying through and destroying everything, and people were fighting it, but he was made to be unbeatable, right? And he said that it was made to be unbeatable. So what they did, or one person had put together this crazy like min-maxed build that had made him unkillable, right? And he played this like old Elysian looking character. So and he told me that this guy was also unkillable, and he was going to kill the boss solo. Everybody else in the entire game had died, right? And you couldn't res anymore after this point. So like it would kill you, Bahamut would come through and kill you, and then you wouldn't be able to res. And he was so overpowered that he was actually unkillable, but Bahamut wasn't, and he was killing Bahamut solo. And the devs had to come in as like GMs and just push like type in /kill and killed the player. And then in the cinematic, which I know is not true now, they put him in the cinematic as the guy that as the elf or whatever that teleported everybody away, which now I know to be I'm forgetting his name. He's in the main story a lot. Or he's not in the main story. They talk about him in the main story. He has a weird like French sounding name. I can't remember any names. Anyways, I was told that that was a player. I was completely lied to. So, like, just sharing that. Thought you guys might get a kick out of that one. It would be an epic story if true, but it's complete bullshit. This character, like, the character looks really cool. The armor and everything. Okay, let's skip forward a little bit here. What do we got? Just going through and looking at everything. Some of the old mobs. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. This is kind of cool. You get the whole group together and gets, you know, everybody's like frantically taking screenshots and stuff. Never forget that kind of thing. /panic. Yeah. So further confirming that my friend was lying to me, the one who convinced me to play the game. It's funny that a lie convinced me to play the game for the first time. This is kind of sad. You can kind of feel it in a way. This is most pre-replayed here. This must be the end, right? Ah, there's the server shutdown. Yes, confirming my friend had lied to me for sure. Oh, no way. Okay. Yep. I feel so silly for having believed that. Uh, although I had no like context and stuff to go off of at the time. There's no way they would have like had him in the cinematic. Unless, is this the full cinematic? It looks like it. I'm assuming they played this like immediately, like after like the server shut down. You click OK or whatever, and then it played the cinematic here. I'm assuming that's what happened. Unless the person who made this video is editing it in. Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn it up. Can you imagine, like, being one of the people in 1.0 having played and then seeing this at the end? Like, just the emotions that you would feel. It really is, like, the best Scream trailer ever made. I mean, it's epic on, like, so many levels. Just the art, the camera work, the music in conjunction with everything. It's just so perfect. The pacing, just the sounds in general, the audio, all of it. And then it's so crazy looking at it now too, because you know that these were the Warriors of Darkness, right? I'm assuming they were. Because the warrior there looks like Godbert. The rest of them look like the Warriors of Darkness. It has to be. I can imagine being there during the shutdown and seeing this like epic seal happening, and you think it's like gonna close it off maybe, and then that be like the reopening and like you get the second chance again, and then it totally subverts your expectations. Man, okay. That's so good. I can't believe they did that. That's so good. Like it's hard to put into words. Um, like it brings a tear to your eye watching that and kind of thinking about like it's so hard to put into words. Like all the emotions that people were feeling seeing that. Like the dedication that was put into it. It's incredible. I had to stop the recording there at the end. I couldn't continue on with it because it was really getting to me, and I wasn't really sure why I was getting so worked up and emotional in in the moment there. And now a day later, looking back on it, I've kind of had a chance to like reflect and think about it a little bit, and I think what it was is just seeing them grouped up, standing there right before the end, taking screenshots and things like that, really reminded me of my guild in World of Warcraft and the good times that we were having and stuff like that, and just kind of how everything fell apart. And it was just it was hitting a lot closer to home than maybe I thought it would have. Honestly, I didn't expect to have that kind of reaction to this, anyways. Be I don't know. It's just how it ended up being because I had so much fun with those people. We took a lot of screenshots and stuff like that. We got Scarab Lord and um, what's it called? Sulfurous Hand of Ragnaros, like all this like really cool stuff, and we did like cool events within the guild, dual tournaments, and it was just it was awesome. Like it was probably the most fun I've ever had playing a video game, and I really miss that. And seeing it end for Eorzea like that, I know it's back now, but seeing it end then, I don't know. That just it hit me in a way I wasn't expecting. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and make sure you drop a like, subscribe, do all those things, and I will see you in the next one.